Hey everybody, it's Hylian Alchemist, and welcome back to Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie. In the last episode, we finished off Mad Monster Mansion, and we got our upgrade for the red feathers, or just max our inventory with the, quote-unquote cheat codes. And in this episode, we're gonna be doing Rusty Bucket Bay next. Ugh, God. Yeah, of course, no matter how beloved a game may be, even something has to have its downsides, or at least probably one of the most dickish levels that we would have to go through. This is definitely one of them. So I guess the first thing that we need to do is to go over to where the picture is. And yeah, the entrance to Rusty Bucket Bay is just right up there, but we can't really, well, actually yeah we can, because we did pound that water level switch. Yeah, because in order to reach the picture to Rusty Bucket Bay, you do need to pound that water raising switch in the Mumbo Shack near the Mad Monster Mansion entrance in this lair, which you can only get in as Pumpkin Banjo, and then you have to turn back into regular Banjo-Kazooie, then pound on the coffin, hit the switch, and the water will raise up, and you'll be able to reach the entrance to Rusty Bucket Bay. Just by there. And so, not only that, but it also allows us to get through that passageway, or it allows us to get through the passageway to the picture. I repeat myself. I know. I was trying to come up with some other kind of phrase to go with, but I just ended up repeating myself, so I do apologize for that. Yeah, we couldn't reach it before. I think that's what I meant to say. Yeah, we couldn't reach it before, but now that the water level's raised up, we can just get up there. And so yeah, there's the picture. And now we have unlocked Rusty Bucket Bay. So yeah, that's what you need to do first. There are actually 2 more water switches somewhere, but we'll get to those in a little bit. And there's also for another reason, but anyway. Welcome to Rusty Bucket Bay, or, you know what, no, it is not a welcome at all, because, yeah, if you already guessed right now, let me just say, fuck this place. Seriously. For 2 reasons. First reason, as you can actually see right here, all the water in here is completely polluted, and so if you jump to the water, you actually your air meter will start to drain. If you dive underwater, then it actually doubles your air meter, because, you know, that's how polluted water is. Second reason, this room. This fucking room. Alright, so, well, I'll talk about it once we get in there, but, okay, so first thing you want to do, just go in this place first, or this room first, and then hit the switch, and the propeller fans inside the engine room. Yeah, that's what it is, the engine room. Everybody, anybody who's played Banjo-Kazooie knows how just notorious the engine room is. So yeah, just go in there first and pound the switch, and that way there, the propellers will slow down. Well, I mean, they'll still speed up, but they'll just slow down enough for you to get through them. But that doesn't mean anything, because you still have to be careful regardless. So, let me just get this out of the way first. If you were playing this on the N64 version, or on the N64, guys, for the love of God, do this mission first, because for one good reason. Because for one thing, this is where the difficulty spikes so goddamn much. And, you know, for one thing, as I've already you already know by now, and I've explained a lot of times, how this version has that stupid score system in which you can only get through the music notes in one go. And so, yeah, because of that, just remember, if you die at once, if you lose a life, you'll have to redo the whole collectathon for the music notes all over again, right from the beginning. And that's what really sucks about it, because, like, because this is one of the most, this is where it peaks in difficulty, like I just said. So yeah, just do this mission first. You really gotta do this mission first. I highly recommend you do that. Because, yeah, because you will regret it if you actually do this mission last, if you were playing on the N64 version. Because you only get the notes in one go. Just lose a life, you have to do this all over again. That fucking sucks. It is that dreadful. So, fortunately, though, if you are playing this on the Xbox Live Arcade, since that has been since removed and the music notes are now permanent collectibles, then you can actually just save it for whichever way you want, or or whatever you want it to go to, you can actually just save this for last if you don't really feel like doing this, but again, on the N64, do this first, for your own good. Because, let me tell you, this is the reason why it is, without doubt, my least favorite and my most hated level. Because, you know, you'll see pretty soon. I think you might have seen this before, but anyway, there's a couple missions here. There's actually one Jiggy in this room, and for this mission, we have to do is that there's two, there's two engine propeller switches. You have to, if you pound the first one, then they'll slow down first, and if you pound the second one, then they'll completely stop, but you have a limited time to do so. Oh yeah, make sure you pick up this Banjo statue right there for an extra life. Okay, so this obstacle right there, this goddamn obstacle. We gotta do, like, you know, yeah, this is actually the reason why you do need to pound the switch first, because that way there you can get through the propellers. But you still have to be careful regardless, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's still very easy to screw this all up and just get hit by the propeller fan, because you wanna know what happens if you, if this propeller, or part of the propeller blade touches you? Even once, you get a knockback. Watch this. Watch how see, look. I took damage from the propeller, and I fell all the way down. And knockback. I hate knockbacks. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the first death I got. Yeah, I came all this way over here, only to get the first death in the entire game. And so, because of that, I mean, thankfully I didn't have to collect too much. I mean, I still had to collect all the music notes again. Well, the ones I already got. But that was the reason why I wanted to do this mission first. Because, you know, again, you do this last, you will regret it. You will have to do this collectathon, go all over the place, all over again. I fucking hate that. And I still have a grudge against this engine room to this day. It never faded away. And look at that, it just rhymed. Gee, thanks, Grunty. But yeah, and, you know, even though you actually land on one of those pipes, it will still do no good because there's no way to get back up there. And you'll actually just fall down to what seems to be some sort of, I don't know, oil or something? I don't fucking know. So, and also here's what happened. So I pounded the switch, and so there's the timer right there, and that's the time limit until, like, after, when it runs out, then the engine propellers will start to, they'll start to run again, and you have to do this mission all over again, which means you have to go back through the same engine room and redo the whole mission. And you want to see what else happens? Or what else happens? Watch this. So, I mean, technically, yes, I actually do make it. And yeah, see, there's the, that's where Grunty warns you about the oily water. There's a Jiggy right there, and look at that! I just missed a Jiggy, and so, yeah, yeah, see, the propellers are starting to run again. And so, even though I got the Jiggy, but guess what? I can't leave now. I can't escape. I might as well just go and get hit by the propellers, and then die, and then lose a life. And you know what else? There's more music notes in there. I have to go back in there and just collect them again. Oh my god, this engine room, this fucking engine room sucks. Ugh, I had to just suffer through. Oh, you know what? I even died in there yet again. So I had to redo the whole collectathon yet again there, all over again. Yeah, see, there's my total so far. Oh my god, the fucking engine room. Yeah, I just had to go there a few times, and I died from the propeller blades a few times because, because, you know, knockbacks. I hate knockbacks, and if you get hit by them, there is almost no chance of you landing on it or getting a safe footing, and it's very easy to screw this up if you get hit by the propeller blade. And you'll very easily just fall to your death. So yeah, it happened to me quite a few times just trying to get back in there just to get those few music notes that I had to pick up again because I died a couple of times, or I died, and then I died again in there, and so I had to do this all over again. So again, Xbox Live Arcade version, you can do this last if you want to because the music notes are permanent, or permanent collectibles, but N64 version, god, you know, just, you would have to do this first, because you'll need to do that. So yeah, I had to go through those few times, but I almost lost my sanity because of that. And so, like, I still get failing at this because of these stupid propeller blades. So overall, fuck that mission, fuck this level, fuck everything about it. This mission sucks. So yeah, all that aside, now that that's finally done and over with. So yeah, I finally got the Jiggy, and yeah, like I just demonstrated there, the polluted water. So yeah, you just lose your double air like that. So you want to be careful with that as well. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about that. I mean, you know, that's just I guess that's kind of a challenging thing about this game, but oh man, they really took it up to 11 right there. Because like, I mean, here's the thing though, I am not inherently against games that are pretty challenging, just as long as they're done right. However, if some kind of challenge actually spikes in difficulty to the point where it's almost like near impossible to get through, and you die way too many times, that's when I consider it bad. End of story. I don't care. I don't care what others think. If they actually, I mean, if they like this kind of challenge, but you know, if I keep going through this way too many times and it annoys me to death, then you know, I say that sucks. Period. And it's just absolutely bad. So yeah, obnoxious difficulty spikes are without a doubt the biggest pet peeves of mine in video games. And you know, I guess that's kind of emotional threshold that I have when it comes to those things. So, I mean, again, challenges are fine for me, but as long as they're done right, as long as they're not too dickish or at least unfair in any sort of way. I mean, take a look at Super Mario Bros. 2: The Lost Levels. It's just think of that, like with the obnoxious level design that the game has. I mean, to quote Some Call Me Johnny right there, it plays like Mario, feels like Mario, but the level design, I think that's what he said, is not Mario. So that much I can agree with right there, so. Anyway, yeah, this mission right here, we have to free this dolphin. Also, how the hell does a dolphin survive being stuck in polluted water where, like, you know, because, you know, animals can't really survive in polluted water. I mean, think of the oil spill that happened back then. So many animals died in there, and somehow this dolphin can survive or be able to tolerate this the polluted water right here. And not to mention, the way you saw the anchor coming right out of him, it just clipped right through him. Like, you know, it would have just freaking impaled him. I mean, for a kid's game that is, but, you know, he still lives through that. Somehow this dolphin is like a god or something. But what is with a dolphin? It must be some kind of badass dolphin, or I don't know what it is about it, but I mean, either way, he's still a one-shot character, but still. Alright, so yeah, there's the yellow ginger right here. Oh, guys, guess who's back? Gonna hear the music? Yep, that's right, Snacker's back, folks. So yeah, if you're in this area, then Snacker will come back chasing right after your ass. So yeah, you just gotta be careful here. There's a little opening right here. Yeah, I said it once before, I'll say this again, the engine room sucks. I mean, I don't care if any of the other missions in Rusty Bucket Bay aren't that bad. This level still sucks. I still hate this level so much because of it, and, well, you know, mainly because of the engine room. So, I don't care about anything else. It really just gave me a huge grudge against Rusty Bucket Bay. It really did. So yeah, I mean, like I said, if you get hit by one of those propeller blades, even once, you are guaranteed to fail and fall to your death. But you know, I've ran on too much. I've been bitching way too much in this video, so I think you've already heard enough. So you have been spared, at least not until the next time I ever run into something like this. Oh yeah, and don't be misled. Even though the water does look clean, it's still polluted, as you can see there. Also, a couple of the other enemies I didn't go over, excuse me. Those old goblins that you saw with the sailors' uniforms. Those are called the Seaman Grublin. And no, not that kind of seaman. The other, you know, the sailor seaman or seaman or whatever. So yeah, just don't think of it that way. You uncultured swines. Just you know what I mean. But like they're very much like the or kind of like the gremlin, the other gremlins. Yeah, just attack them with a rat-a-tat rap in one hit, then I guess that's about it. And the other one, those lifesavers, they're called flotsams. And yeah, lightsabers. They're gonna kill you. I mean, come on. They're supposed to be lifesavers, not life takers. Honestly, though, it kind of does remind me of that one episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It was the I think it was the last episode of part 1 where one of the guys, or I think one of the zombies, I think, from what I remember from that episode, actually tried to attack using one of those lightsabers. I mean, the lightsabers, yeah. And, I'm like, oh, wow, now even that's a life taker. I mean, that kind of made me, I mean, it made me think of those other enemies from this game, like when I saw that scene there. Now, you see those tools right here, so yeah, as I've already demonstrated, you'll see the numbers right there. That's the amount of eggs you have to shoot into, and so if you continuously shoot the eggs into them, then they'll create a pathway or a bridge for you. So over there you can get across. Alright, we go right inside of those little, I guess those little sword sheds or something, I don't know. Pretty much all you find around here is just the music notes and more, World Champas and, some Mumbo tokens. One other thing I also gotta mention, this level can also be very boring. I mean, aside from the fact that, bottles will no longer be in the other levels, starting with, Mad Monster Mansion, because, he already taught us all the moves after the, running shoes, and so he's not coming back. Momo's also not here at this level, so, yeah, overall, this level can get kind of boring. Aside from the fact that this level is absolute shit, and I hate it so much. But aside from that, though, oh, you know, one thing I also gotta mention is something that's actually really strange here, is that, starting with Mad Monster Mansion, Banjo-Kazooie don't really talk anymore. I mean, they actually don't talk, I mean, until, spoilers, until the end of the game, but, like, you know, like, they would actually talk to other characters in the earlier levels, but starting with Mad Monster Mansion, then, they kind of, stop talking, like, you don't see their dialogue for the last 3 levels, for some reason. I mean, no witty banter from Kazooie, or none of that stuff. It's weird, though. I mean, a bit of a missed opportunity, if you ask me, but, like, I mean, it's something a little odd right there. I mean, that's one thing I do like about, you know, the dialogue coming from Banjo or Kazooie, especially Kazooie. Just you know, with any of those jabs that Kazooie would make at any kind of situation that's going on, and then, you know, it suddenly stops, like beginning with Mad Monster Mansion and onwards, and it's kind of weird. It just feels like a missed opportunity, and then, you know, by the end of the game, then they start talking again. Well, I mean, a bit of a spoiler right there. I mean, we'll see later on, but I mean, I don't know what happened there. Like, I mean, did Bottles not being there for them anymore kind of affect them? Okay, maybe not, but I don't know what it is. I mean, from here on out, it just kind of gets a little dull. I mean, I don't know. And, you know, that's also another thing that Banjo-Tooie does so much better, is that like, you know, Banjo-Tooie, it gets much more fleshed out like that, because in so many points of the game, then Banjo-Kazooie actually have much more dialogue in those games, like, for, like, much better character interactions, and, you know, it kind of makes the whole world a lot more fleshed out, and, you know, just giving it, like, much better characterization and just more life. I mean, you know, Banjo-Kazooie, I mean, as much as I still do love the game, don't get me wrong, to have it kind of stop right there by the 7th level is just, it just feels kind of dull. And so, and all the other characters ever say is that, like, they tell you what they need or what kind of challenge they have, and then after they get done, they go like, "Oh, good, you got the job done. Here, take this Jiggy," and that's about it. But in Banjo-Tooie's case, it's given like much more fleshed out characterization and better character interactions and much more witty banter, especially from Kazooie. Kazooie's the best in that game, let me tell you. So I don't know. I mean, that's kind of just one thing that I thought Banjo-Tooie did a lot better. Why I honestly still prefer that game over Banjo-Kazooie. Even though I do love that game, but I'm still more of a fan of Banjo-Tooie, despite what others say nowadays. But anyway, so that's it for this video. So next time on Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie, we'll be finishing up the rest of Rusty Bucket Bay. Shouldn't be the rest of it shouldn't be that bad, but although, like I said, I don't care what else it does as well. I still hate this level so much. So, yeah, my opinion still stands to this day. But other than that, until next time, see you guys later.